I just wanted to go over this. I've shown it before. One, I'm very proud of my little metal part here that I made to go in between the head there. That came out pretty good. But besides that, sorry, I got a box pinning me over here. So, yes, I'm running Super Cool Tin. I know, anti. Some people are like, oh, you can't run Super Cool Tin on Type 1. Well, certain things you have to do in order to run it. Certain things with the fan and the amount of air and blah, blah, blah. But besides that, so my thing I want to talk about right now is when you run Super Cool Tin, there's usually a big complaint about how much the push rod tubes rub against it. One of the things that I do is I take my pickle fork, you see here, and I actually put it in the tube hole. Now, I don't stick it all the way in here. I leave it out like this, but I point it basically at it, and I'll go on this side of it, and I'll go on this side of it. And then what I do is I take my trusty, where's it at? Daughter, boyfriend, be good stick. And I hit this, and it dents it basically where the push rod tube's going to go. You're like, well, that's kind of barbaric. Oh, sorry, I'm still fighting with this box behind me. All it does is it dents the black metal here. You see the Super Cool Tin. I'm not banging on the heads. I'm not banging on the cylinders. And I'm definitely not getting as close to the case. I don't want to touch that surface there. I'm just denting this. And the idea there is when you look through here, if I look through, I don't know if it's going to do it. You can see there's a little bit of a bump there in the way. Here, let me put this down. You can see it right here. This guy is in the way. You look at this guy, it's even worse. Okay, I'm going to that second one. I'm sorry, my phone wants to. But I think you get the idea. This is sticking up right here. Let's go to this one. What does this guy look like? Oh, yeah. Hey, it's actually focusing. So the tube would end up hitting that right now, which would cause the tube to bend and cause it to leak. And then you would complain, oh, spring-loaded tubes, they leak all the time. No, it could be other things that are causing the problem. And then afterwards, I like to bang this here, make the curve around the head there. Bang this too, so it fits really nice and tight. Now, I'm beating the crap out of this, actually, when I'm doing this. So it's not a showpiece afterwards. It's a functioning piece. Here is the outcome right here. So I already did this one. There's an oil pan behind or underneath this motor, because this is actually a motor we built for a customer already, but now he's going turbo, so we're making changes for him. And it had residual oil, and I want to make a mess all over my floor. But you can see this. So here's the dents. See it? A little bit here, a little bit here, here, well, actually there. And you can see if you were to follow this in line. Now, let me see if I can, look at me, Mongo. Now, when you look through the holes, hey, where'd the sheet metal go? It's not sticking up, it's not protruding. I'm sorry, my camera won't focus. There you go, look, nothing. If I push our tubes in there, it's not going to hit. Now, besides that, I'll put baling wire. In this particular motor, let me flip it all the way over. There's the baling wire going all the way around with a little twist on it. It's nice and tight. That's purely just to hold it in place, because you'll notice that these tend to want to snap out of place. Maybe if I can flip this motor back down. And then also, I'll take these guys and hit it. And here's a good example. I've curved this around. Now, it's going to end up chipping the paint. I do this even on the brand new motors. I'm sorry it chips the paint, but it's all about function. I could probably do all this, mark it, and send it out, get powder coated, get it back. But even then, I'd probably end up chipping paint. But there's my other little metal I made for it. Okay, so this one is, I'm doing this is a natural aspirated now turbocharged. So there is the bypass. It's running bypass oil control. This is the drain for the turbo. It's going to have the low down turbo header. So the exhaust of the drain for the turbo is going to be right around here somewhere. So we're going to put a little 90 degree and come right into this guy. All right, so there you go. Super Cool Tin. Some say you can't use it. You do want to use it on large displacement applications if you're running a certain fan, a certain pulleys, yada, yada, yada. All right, everybody, have fun.